I said it before, I'll say it again. It's Hispanic Heritage Month. They pulled me out of the closet to showcase for all of you, and they put me back in my closet on October 17th. I kid. Hispanic Heritage Month, we celebrate today by highlighting disruptors that are changing the narrative around the Latinx experience, specifically the Latina business experience. And despite what the headlines are telling you, Latinas are business-savvy entrepreneurs. They're taking up space, even though funding for them is somehow scarce. Here to tell us how they are doing it and how you can perhaps do it too are four of the most funded Latina founders in beauty and wellness. Evia Goicochea, founder of Mod; Sandra Velasquez, founder and CEO of the skincare brand Nopalera; Cyndi Ramirez, founder of Chill House; and Babba Rivera, founder of Ceremonia. That was a mouthful. No one wants to hear from you. Thank you all for joining us.
Thank you.
There's a lot of numbers in here, and I think that the big takeaway we have for folks at home is that there is money out there to be had, specifically for Latinas, and you all are living proof of that. So I threw out some numbers, and I wonder, Eva, if you could expand on that, since you're founding of your company.
Sure. We make up 20% of the population, but we get 0.4% of the funding if you're a Latina founder, and only 1% if you're just Latina total. So it's a big difference between what the population is and the funding that's going into these businesses.
So knowing that going into starting a business, which, by the way, I don't care what iteration you are, starting a business is not for the faint of heart. How did that affect how you interacted with investors? How did you ask for money?
You know you're going in and they're going to say, I have one seat at the table for you.
One seat at the table.
You're not just in your own category, you're also up against ticking the box. Right?
Ticking the box. There's a lot going on. I wonder if we can go to Cyndi.
Okay.
Chill House.
Yes.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
It's a wonderful, wonderful place.
Thank
your
you.
backstory is pretty interesting. All of your backstories are very interesting. Can we get into your story a little bit? Because you too had to deal with investors and a whole experience.
So many. I'd say I was very successful at getting the interest from angels, people that knew. If you know, you know Chill House, you're a fan. But not so much the VC world. They kind of shut us out from day one, and we were never able to raise from VC, even until this day.
And I just want to interrupt you quickly. VC stands for venture capitalists. And so when you are beginning a business, you want to try to go to the people that have access to the top 1% of 1%, and that's what we mean when we talk about venture capitalists.
Yes.
Continue.
No, I mean, we just never, we always struck out with those folks. So we had to do it like the old school way, lines of credit, you know, just really trying to figure out how to survive and grow, and we somehow kind of made it out to the other side, and everything's great. But no, I mean, some of these ladies here have been a little bit more successful there, but truly it's very cutthroat, and the response is always that they want to see more from you. Right. It's like I put in so much more work than so many of my your peers, and to get that response is always really infuriating. But we have the same commonalities in that.
Right. Sandra, I see you nodding your head feverishly. Right. So talk about it.
Well, the problem is that there's not enough Latinos in VC. There's not enough of us represented on the other side at the banks, in venture capital, angel investors. And so we are having to explain our lived experience and the opportunity and the numbers. And even though we come armed with the data, they don't feel the data because they are not friends with us. Right? Yeah. And so that is...
Except on Taco Tuesday.
say it.
Except on Taco Tuesday.
And we're friends with everybody. Babba.
I think that there is a misconception around who the Hispanic demographic is. I think there is this idea that it's this very niche little community that lives somewhere in the outskirts and doesn't have any spending power. And that could not be further from the truth. Yeah. We are the biggest minority in the US. We're the fastest growing one. And we also have an outside spending power, in particularly when it comes to beauty.
Yes. Right.
So honestly, to be a Latina founder in beauty today is good business. It's not charity.
That's right. Talk to us a little bit about Ceremonia for folks who are unaware.
Yeah, so I'm the founder of Ceremonia, a clean hair care brand that is very proudly rooted in my Latin heritage. And I think similarly to how L'Occitane created this world around Provence culture, we're on a mission to celebrate the richness of Latin culture and share that with the world through our brand.
Right. Sandra, going back to you, when I first met you, you said, well, this is wellness and beauty is really saturated. And so you said, Nopalera is neck down. Talk to us about what nopalera is and how you have disrupted the industry.
Yeah, so nopalera is the Spanish word for what people call in English the prickly pear cactus, which I never even knew what that word was until I was like 40. But the nopal is native to Mexico. It's on the Mexican flag. We grew up eating it. It's just part of our heritage. And it's the most resilient, regenerative, versatile plant. You make cactus leather. And so prickly pear oil that comes from the fruit has been used in a lot of prestige skincare, but we decided to put it in body care. So that whole neck down aspect. Yeah, we believe the whole body is worthy of that luxury.
That's right. And you, Madam Eva, your wellness, you truly disrupted the wellness industry.
I did.
Yeah. And how are we doing? We're starting to wrap this up. Those 7 minutes go by fast. What are some of the takeaways that you would like folks at home to know about the Latina power in the business world, whether you decide you want to become an entrepreneur or just because you're watching at home and you want to feel inspired?
Yeah. I mean, we're starting businesses 6 times faster than most people. Wow. We have great spending power. We understand where we come from. We're resilient, but I think also we can build businesses for anyone. And that's what needs to be understood.
Yeah, I like that. Sandra?
Absolutely the same. Latino culture is the mainstream, right? You think of Corona. Modelo is the #1 beer in America. Right, so we need more.
We love Bad Bunny. Yeah, was headlining Coachella, singing in Spanish in America.
Exactly.
And Liza Colon Sayas just winning the Emmy Award. So
yeah, so we need more. We need more to match who actually is the shopper of today.
That's right.
Yeah.
Babba, how about you?
Yeah, I feel like the discrepancy of the customer and not being reflected on the shelves in the store is like the #1 discrepancy, and I think that everyone can play a part there, because if you're shopping Latinx, you're signaling to retailers that this matters.
Right.
Yeah.
Cyndi.
Oh, echoing all of this, I think they all said it perfectly, and it's not just about only, shopping because we're Latinas this month, obviously. It's just we built amazing products and an amazing brand, and that should stand the test of time and expand past our heritage.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
I mean, many of us have award-winning products.
Yes, we do.
brands. Like,
I have 2 big awards coming out this year.
Yeah. Oh my
And,
God.
this is why they're my friends. Eva, Sandra, Babba, and Cyndi, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having us.
Continued success, and thank you for being a beacon for so many other Latinas roaming the earth.
Thank
It means
you.
a lot.
Thank
and spending time.